Welcome to the interview show. This is Scott Wood, your host. I am sitting in Jessy Lanza's tour van right now with Jessy Lanza. I'd love it if you could introduce yourself.
I'm Jessy Lanza. This is my tour van. It's pretty boring.
I disagree, but Jessy, what do you do?
I am a musician. I play electronic R&B music.
I've sat in a lot of tour vans, but this is the first one that has had a stuffed Hello Kitty on the dashboard and a Hello Kitty air freshener hanging from the rear view mirror.
Yeah, there's two, actually. My sound guy, Tristan, he has a thing for Hello Kitty.
So you're just not going to own your Hello Kitty obsession?
My own personal, yeah, you know what, I should take. It's my van. It's actually my Hello Kitty obsession and nobody else's.
All right, I'll believe you. I see on the floor candies.
Yeah, there's nibs. I like nibs a lot.
For those who don't know, what are nibs?
Nibs are like pieces of cherry licorice rather than a whole string. There's little bits instead of the whole long, ropey part.
So now, right now, Jessy is sitting in the driver's seat of the van. So I want you all to imagine her chugging down the highway, dipping her hand in, chewing some nibs as I bring up a track. So let's play some music.
Any piece of my music? Sorry, man.
Yes, I would love to play some Jessy Lanza music. I'm going to play Kathy Lee first. So we're going to listen to that. We're going to be thinking about you eating nibs while chugging down the highway.
Right on. Hi, my name's Jessy Lanza, and you're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood. Hi, my name is Jessy Lanza, and you're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
I love how you enunciated The Interview Show and Scott Wood. I'd just love another take with a little more pep, like say pretend you enjoyed being on this show.
I totally enjoy. I don't have to pretend. Okay. Hi, my name is Jessy Lanza, and you are listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
Welcome.
I don't know.
Welcome back to The Interview Show. This is Scott Wood, your host. You just heard Kathy Lee. That's off the debut record by Jessy Lanza, Pull My Hair Back. I'm sitting in the tour van with Jessy, and I'd love you to talk a bit about this song.
The song started when I took a sample of Kate Upton's voice and slowed it down in Ableton, and I just really wanted to use it in a track. So that was like the starting point for Kathy Lee, was Kate Upton.
Why Kate Upton?
Because the way she said the phrase cat daddy really just caught my attention, and I was just like, I have to sample this. So, you know, I just was like many millions of others, was mesmerized by her cat daddy video and wanted to take a little piece of that and make it my own somehow.
Thank you for that story. The secret origin of the song Kathy Lee. Okay, Jessy, you used to be a piano teacher. My piano teacher had a ruler that she would use for discipline and as incentive. Can we talk about your way of incentivizing your music students?
That's messed up. So did my mom. My mom had a piano teacher with a ruler as well. I tried to be like a cool teacher, you know. I tried to be like laid back, and my way to get them motivated is to just let them pick whatever they want to do. Like, I never force them to do stuff. If they want to do, you know, 10 Taylor Swift songs in a row, if they want to do the whole Taylor Swift album, I'm cool with that. Katy Perry, whatever.
Sitcoms have taught me that sometimes being the cool authoritarian backfires.
Yeah, it totally can. I mean, they might think I'm a total freak for all I know. But in my mind, that's the way to get them interested in music, you know, is letting them just kind of play what they want.
All right, Jessy Lanza, you've talked a lot about how music theory, because you're trained in it, you did your degree in it, how music theory can hinder creativity. I love it when I talk and people just start laughing.
Yeah, no, I just, no, it was just, I liked how you, like, enunciated that. Yeah, I think too much direction can be a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes when you've taken all this time to learn all this theory behind music and how to write music, it can be kind of just, yeah, a hindrance to, like, actually making something that's good or worthwhile or spontaneous, maybe.
So the last time, or when you were making Pull My Hair Back, your debut record, can you talk about a time when maybe the theory reared its ugly head and stifled some creativity?
Yeah, I mean, there have been moments when I'm trying to do a different section for a track and be like, well, where would, like, you know, Gershwin song go harmonically, you know, in this, like, what is like a relative chord change I can make? And then the second I start thinking like that, I just write some cheesy crap that sounds terrible. So yeah, I really try to move away from any sort of like jazz harmony that I've learned in school when I'm writing my own music. For me personally, for other people it might work, but for me, no, not so much. Hi, my name is Jessy Lanza, and you are listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood. If you wanna love,
cheat, don't you lie? 'Cause baby, I could do that.
Hi, my name is Jessy Lanza, and you are listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
Welcome back to The Interview Show. This is Scott Wood, your host. You just heard Pull My Hair Back. That's the title track off Jessy Lanza's debut record. I'm now sitting in Jessy's tour van. She talks very theatrically with her hands, and she's wearing yellow nail polish. I would love it if you could talk a bit about this track. And as she's talking, imagine fingers flourishing with yellow tips.
Yeah, they glow in the dark as well. Yeah, this track took it's like quite old, actually. I think it's one of the oldest tracks on the record. I wrote it probably about 2 years ago. But it's one of my favorite to play live, for sure, because I find that people really react to it for whatever reason. So playing it live is really fun.
So, Jessy, you co-wrote this record with Jeremy Greenspan from a band called Junior Boys. For those who don't know who they are, can you please explain?
They are a synth electronic pop band from Hamilton, Ontario. They released their first record probably around 2003. It's a great record called Last Exit, and then they had another record after that, So This Is Goodbye, which is a great record as well. And then they've had 2 other records after that too. They're a great band.
So you guys work together, and I'd love you to talk about how you guys created the tracks for your debut record.
Jared and I started working on tracks together probably two years ago. And the way that we work best is usually I'll start with a drum loop that I really like. And then I've added some chords over, have like a vocal melody, but it'll be very much like a demo. And then I'll give it to him and say, like, you know, do what you want with this, maybe expand on it a bit. And then he'll add what he wants, and then he'll pass it back, and I'll add a bit more or take something out, and then we'll kind of pass it back and forth until the track either sucks and we're not going to work on it anymore, or until it's ready to be mixed. Generally that's how it works.
So I've read you talk about the trading back and forth, and that made me immediately want to ask you, how do you know, like, when does the moment come when a song is either going to be born or get thrown in the recycling bin?
I feel like the longer it takes for something that resembles a full song to come together, the closer the song gets to the garbage bin. You know, like if we're struggling with it and it's not fun anymore and it just becomes a dead end, then we normally don't push it. I find that, like, my favorite songs off the record, the ones that I like the most, I finished quickly. That's not true with all of them, but generally speaking, I feel like the ones that come across the best are the ones that didn't take that long to get done.
I've also heard that you don't like being described as a songstress, so I'm hoping that you can explain that.
Yeah, no, I just think it's a really stupid, narrow-minded way to feminize women who do music, and I hate it. I hate that word. I hate being described as a songstress because I'm not. If you're a songstress, that's cool, but I am most definitely not a songstress, and I don't like being described as one.
Who is Jessy Lanza then? What adjective should I be using? Not that I was calling you a songstress.
No, it's cool. That was a little too much of an angry response. I've been in the van driving for too long. Producer. I love being called a producer because nobody ever really calls me that. So that's a good word. I like that adjective.
All right, we're going to go with producer then.
Hi, my name is Jessy Lanza, and you are listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood. Jessy Lanza, and you are listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
Welcome back to The Interview Show. This is Scott Wood, your host. You just heard Against the Wall by Jessy Lanza off her debut record, Pull My Hair Back. I'm sitting in her van with Jessy right now. I'd love it if she could talk a bit about this song. She's also... No, I won't go there.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to be like, please call her a producer.
No.
I won't go.
Oh, such an aggro answer. Yeah, Against the Wall is... I really like this track because I got to mess around a lot with a monotron, which actually turned out... In the beginning, it was like a bit of an improvisation. I didn't think that it was going to end up actually in the track, but...
For those who don't know, what is that?
Monotron is just like this little device made by Korg that it just has like a little oscillator where you can just mess around and make kind of bleepy boopy noises. It's really simple, kind of a kid could play with it and make cool sounds, but it's not necessarily melodic. It's more you get weird sounds out of it. But yeah, it's a pretty simple track. It only has drums, Juno, and the monotron in it. So
your music can sometimes be deceptively simple. Is this by design?
Yeah, I think that Jeremy and I really took a lot of time when we were making the record to strip down the track so that like anything we didn't want to be there wasn't. Like, we have this habit of piling too many tracks on top of one another, like in a Logic file, and then the song starts turning into something that we don't like, and so, you know, we start soloing different tracks. That just means, like, isolating. So you isolate the drums or isolate a certain synth sound, and then, you know, you isolate 4 or 5 tracks, and suddenly you have a track that you like again. So I think that the reason the album comes across as being, like, stripped down or simple is because we edit a lot. It's like a big part of our process.
All right, Jessy Lanza, this is your first headlining tour. I'm going to say that again because I messed up the words. I like to enunciate, or I talk really, really fast, and then no one can tell what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're good at enunciating.
Thank you. This is your first time west of your hometown, Hamilton, who I've heard people call Hamilton the Hammer.
The Hammer, yeah. People refer to it as that a lot. Yeah.
What's been the most interesting spectacle or thing that's happened to you west of Hamilton on this tour?
Not west of here. I mean, somebody broke into my van in Montreal, but that wasn't west. But in terms of spectacular things, I think that kind of takes the cake.
I've read that they stole all your clothes. That must be flattering.
Yeah, it sucked. They stole, clothes. My sister had just bought a carton of cigarettes. That was a low blow for her. But also maybe a sign. Somehow.
Definitely. You know, I've had a couple of break-ins in my life, and they've never taken clothes. Everything but clothes.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that to them, to the people who took the clothes, they are totally worthless, but to you, they're your clothes, and it really sucks to replace them.
All right, Jessy Lanza, thank you for taking some time and talking with me today. At the end of the show, I let the guest pick one of their own tracks and talk a bit about it as I bring up the music. So, what track would you like to play off of your debut record, Pull My Hair Back?
It would be awesome if you could play Keep Moving. This track was kind of like my, not homage, that's such a lame word. But I guess that's the one that I'm going to use to all the post-disco, funk, boogie music that I really love, like Patrice Rushen or Melba Moore, Evelyn King, Kashif. Yeah.
Nice. So we're going to listen to Keep Moving by Jessy Lanza off her debut record, Pull My Hair Back. Jessy, thanks so much for being on my show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, my name is Jessy Lanza, and you're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
I love how you enunciated The Interview Show and Scott Wood. I'd just love another take, like say pretend you enjoyed being on this show.
I totally enjoy. I don't have to pretend. Okay. Hi, my name is Jessy Lanza, and you are listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
I'm watching.